Hi folks, today I'm going to tell you the concept of applet in Java. An applet is a special kind of Java program that runs in a Java enabled browser. This is the first Java program that can run over the network using the browser. Applet is the first Java program that can run over the network using the browser. Applet is typically embedded inside a web page and runs in the browser or applet viewer. We can say that applets are small applications that can be accessed on the internet server, transported over internet, and can be automatically installed and run as a part of web document. After a user receives an applet, the applet can produce a graphical user interface. It has limited access to the resources so that it can run complex computations without introducing the risk of viruses or breaching data integrity. To create an applet, a class must be extends java.applet.applet class. So this is one of the important point you have to remember. To create an applet, a class must extends java.applet.applet package. An applet does not have any main method. This is one of the another point you have to keep in your mind, that an applet class does not have any main method. In Java application programs, you people use the main method, that is the public static void main, but for the applet class it does not have any main method. It is weaved using JVM. The JVM can use either a plugin of a web browser or a separate runtime environment to run an applet application. JVM creates an instance of the applet class and invokes init method to initialize an applet. So next, the life cycle of the Java applet. This is one of the important questions asked in many university exam question papers in previous years, also in 5 marks and also in 10 marks also. So the life cycle of Java applet. The following are the stages in applet. Applet is initialized, an applet is started, an applet is painted, an applet is stopped, and then finally it is destroyed. So the first step is applet initialized, and then it started, and then it painted, and then it stopped and destroyed. So this is the life cycle of the applet. A simple applet program is given here. Import the package java.awt.store, and then the most important thing, every applet program must have the java.applet.applet. Here the star means anything inside this class applet. So here this is the public class simple extends applet. Every class must extend this applet class. So simple is the user defined class, applet is already defined class. So every Java applet program should extend this applet class. And then public void paint. And then within this paint method, in the application program, system.out.println is used to print the output in the screen. But here in applet, paint method is used to draw the string or any pictures or a graphic circle, etc. by using this paint method. Here this is the object for this paint method G. By using that, this drawString is the method, and it will print a simple applet in the x and y axis. The value of x axis is 20 and the value of y axis is 20. At the place it will print a simple applet. This is the applet viewer screen. Every applet application must import two packages. The first one is java.awt and another one is java.applet. So java.awt.store imports the abstract window toolkit classes. Applets interact with the user either directly or indirectly through the AWT. The AWT contains support for window-based graphical user interface. And then the java.applet.star imports the applet package which contains a class applet. Every applet that you create must be a subclass of the applet class. This is also one of the important things you have to keep in your mind. Every applet that you create must be subclass of the applet class. The class in the program must be declared as public because it will be accessed by the code that is outside the program. Every applet application must declare a paint method. This method is defined by AWT class and must be overridden by the applet. The paint method is called each time when an applet need to redisplay its output. Once again I repeat this, the paint method is called each time when an applet needs to redisplay its output. Another important thing to notice about the applet application is that the execution of an applet does not begin at the main method, because applet program does not have any main method. So applet program does not begin at main method. In fact, an applet application does not have the main method, any main method. Advantages of applet. The advantages of applet are it is very less response time as it works on the client side. It can be run on any browser which has JVM running it. And then the applet class. An applet class provides all necessary support for applet execution, such as initializing and destroying of applet. It also provides methods that load and display images and methods that load and play audio clips. For example, by using this applet, you can display an image, you can load an image, you can play an audio clip and videos and all these things. And the skeleton of an applet. This is the applet life cycle. The first one is the 4 methods. Here, these are all the 4 methods forms applet life cycle. The first one is the init, start, stop, and destroy. The first one is the init. The init is the first method to be called. This is where variable are initialized. This method is called only once during the applet runtime of the applet. Okay. So the init method of the applet class provides capability to initialize the applet variables. This method can be overridden to perform basic initialization of an applet. The method init is called when an applet is created and loaded for the first time into the browser. This method is called only once in the applet lifecycle. The browser calls the init method after the constructor of the applet is called. Usually, most of the initialization is done in init of method instead of constructor. This is because the constructor may be called before the hosting program is ready to provide all the services needed for initialization. The next method is start. The start method is called to start or restart the execution of the applet. The browser can call this method after the init method is completed. Okay, the start method is called after init is completed. This method is called to restart an applet after it has been stopped. The start method runs whenever the applet becomes visible. This method is called each time the applet is going to be displayed on the screen. For example, while navigating through the web, whenever a user returns to a web page in which the applet is written, the applet is restarted. Unlike the init method, an applet can start many times through the life cycle. Unlike init method, an applet start method can be start many times throughout its life cycle. The start method can also be called if the applet is stopped and to start animation and play sounds. And then stop. Stop method stops the applet and makes it invisible. This method can also be used to stop specific features in applet such as animation. For example, stop method run when the user leaves the current web page. An applet can be invisible typically when a user moves to another web page or when the browser is minimized. And then destroy. The destroy method is called when your applet needs to be removed completely from the memory. So this is the skeleton of an applet lifecycle. First, it should be the init. This is like the main function in the application programs. Here, the applet start its execution from this init method only. So here, this is the initialization of variables are done here, and then the start method. Here, the applet started and also it stopped or resumed. By using the stop method, the applet is suspended for a particular time. By using this destroy, it will permanently delete it from the memory. So here this is an example of applet program. This is just to display a rounded. This is to display a square. By using this round rect, by giving the x-axis and y-axis and all the x1, x2, y1, y2, the width and the height of this square, it will display the square box here. And then here I'm going to tell you how an applet program is done. How to run an applet program. An applet program is compiled in the same way as you have been compiling your console programs. However, there are two ways to run an applet: executing the applet with Java compatible web browser or using an applet viewer. Such as standard tool applet viewer, an applet viewer executes your applet in a window. For executing an applet in a web browser, create a short HTML file in the same directory. Inside the body tag of the file, include the following code, that is the applet code. Applet code is class name, code is equal to my applet, width and height of the window. So by using this, you just run the applet program. Otherwise, you can run using the applet viewer. In our classes, we just run applet program using this applet viewer only, not in web browser. In our lab programs, we people already saw how the applet is running using the applet viewer. To execute an applet with an applet viewer, write a short HTML file as discussed above. If the name is run.html, the following command will run you applet program. Applet viewer program name.java. So there are several methods in the applet. The methods are given here. String used to draw specified string, and then draw rect, fill rect, draw oval and fill oval, and then draw line, boolean, draw image, draw arc, fill arc, void set. There are several. This is a program to display the various circle, square, filled square, and half sphere and circle. These are all the methods available in applet. These are all the built-in methods in the applet class. I think if people get a little knowledge about how the applets are worked and the applet life cycles also. So I will give you the example program in my next class. Okay. Thank you, girls.